Hey guys, what's up? Torment here. So here I'm back with episode 6 of Chasing Rank 1 in Solo Standard. So in the last episode, we won one game and lost one game, so I stayed at the same rank of Champion 1 Division 2. So in the last episode, 2 wins could have pushed me into Champion 2, but since we lost one, we stayed about in the same place. So here we're going to be looking for 2 wins to get to Champion 2, or just before it. And with that, we're going to jump right into the first game. So in this game, we're going to be looking for a team that's rotating way better, because every game I fell short, it's always had a teammate or 2 teammates that just didn't rotate and never or often didn't go when it was their turn and always got in the way. So we're going to look for teammates that just rotate properly, and that's usually when I have success in Solo Standard. So here I see one guy was going up the wall, so I pop it out, and I have a breakaway now with one defender back, so I pass it over to my teammate who I see on my side. The opponent rotating back was just able to cut in front though, so good block from him. I feel like if he wasn't there for that, that would have been a for sure goal because my teammate had a pretty solid shot. Here I clear it up high because I see, again, another opponent camping on the wall waiting for me to hit it at him. I definitely don't want to hit him at it there because he's just going to dunk me and it's going to be really bad. He just misses the redirect, but it puts me in a weird spot because of the way it bounced out. Good thing I got my teammate to be there, though. He was able to bail me out of that. Here I'm waiting downfield for my teammate to hit it. He hits it right at me, so I just have only one option to pop it up. My teammate's able to beat the other player, though, so that's good. Kind of below average shot from me. Not very good placement. The speed was alright, but it was right at him, so he was able to save it. I could have placed it better. So here I see 2 people going, and I want to beat, so I back flip into it, and I'm able to pop it over the last guy and just flick it into the open side of the goal. So right here, this was really just a mess. I don't know how that guy got that block, but it was pretty fortunate. It went right to me, and I was able to pop it up. I'm sure the last defender for them didn't expect that, and there was no one back for me to, and it gave me an open opportunity to just flick it right into their net. Pretty weird goal, just kind of fortunate for me to have it go right in front of me off that dunk. I'll take it though. My teammate passes it too far across, but I'm just going to beat both defenders that are trying to get it clear, and 2 of them went. I was able to beat both, put us in a better spot than if they beat me. So right here I'm letting my teammates stay up. I'm kind of low on boost, like 25, so I go over for the big boost on the other side. There I see one defender I have to beat, or sorry, one aggressor that I'm trying to beat. And I just make sure I go as fast as possible with the boost I just picked up. And I'm able to beat him. And my opponent's able to get it over one defender and the other defender that was just waiting there. So that was a good beat from him and a good read to just put it right in there. So good so far. We've been rotating pretty well. Not really any interruptions from my teammates that put us in awkward spots. So I definitely appreciate that. I feel like if this game keeps going at this trend, we're going to just blow the other team out. There I just wait for him to hit it right at me. I read that he's probably going to just try to cross it, and I'm not going to go on the wall. I'm just going to sit there and wait for him to bounce it off. Almost get the shot there off that. When it bounces off the wall, my teammate doesn't get the beat. I wouldn't expect him to get the beat there though. I was mostly going for a shot, not a pass, so it was worth a try from him though because he was the front man up after my pass. And I thought that would almost work. Oh, that was rough. And so my teammate goes for a shot, and I don't even know what's happening here. That's just a mess on the goal line. Oh my god. So my teammate goes up, and I also went up. Oh, he lands on the wall, and he hits it middle. That was actually a really good pass if he was trying to do that. He hit it right to me. I'm just able to put it back to him. So weird passing play in the goal line, but I mean, it works out. So sometimes Solo Standard goes that way. You just got to go with the flow of Solo Standard. There I try to take a shot. I place it top right, but 2 defenders jumped for it, and one of them was just right there. So that dunk's not really good. I have a good enough amount of boost, but not good at those reads, that's for sure. Here I'm going at an awkward angle. I'm trying to hit it over to my teammate to the side, but the way I went at it didn't allow me to do that, so pretty much my fault. 2 teammates up, so I go straight into net. Luckily, my teammate also lands in net and goes for a challenge anyways. Makes it harder for the opponent to get an open ball. So here we start a passing play. That was a pretty good follow-up for my teammate. He didn't really hit it straight to my other teammate, but it was still a good clear nonetheless. I keep taking it slow. They finally read that I'm going to take it slow, and the guy just completely dunks me. So I should probably stop taking it slow, which is what I do there. He just hit it right to my teammate instead. We actually almost get that in. That was another good passing play for my team. So right there, that ball in the middle is pretty dangerous. I know one of them is going to be rotating out from the other team to try to pick it up. So I try to hit it to the side and just throw them off if they're trying to go for it. I see one teammate flailing and the other teammate goes for that, so I'm just waiting, playing it smart. And wide open net. What a beautiful place shot off the crossbar from me. Can't get any better than that. But we'll just move on. Pretty bad mistake for me, but we're up 3 goals with a minute left, so as long as we play smart, it won't come back to hurt us. So yeah, not much happening in this game. We're just kind of beating the opponents most of the time, getting opportunities. We've haven't scored all of our opportunities like you just saw before when I missed that open net, but we've had so many opportunities that we were able to score a bunch anyways. They're not worth it to jump. As soon as I see the guy pop out from his own net, I just go back. And right here, I know one guy's up for a redirect. I can hear it. And I knew he was on the wall, so he's probably going to go for it. So I just try to beat him and get a hit that he could have gotten, but just not on our net. So I just put it off our own wall. And yeah, 20 seconds left, 3 goals up. We're just playing for time. And right here, I realize that I don't need to hit it right at them, so I just take it for a dribble. Don't really get the block there, though, but it still killed like most of the game that was left, so we take it. And last shot from the opponents, they hit it right at my teammate. And my other teammate tries the own goal, and not sure what's going on here. We're just kind of messing around. Everybody knows the game's over, and GG. So yeah, that game, like I said at the beginning, we were just way more coordinated, and that's what I wanted. Usually when I have teammates that just let me do my own thing, and I let them do their own thing when they're supposed to, it usually ends up going well. So that game went pretty well. 1 goal out of 6 shots. Not really good. We had so many shots, actually, like 13 shots to their 5, so we had them out pressured. They also had to make 6 saves, so yeah, I didn't make the best shots. I definitely missed a couple, but we were able to keep pressure for so long that it didn't really matter. We were just blowing them out anyways, and they didn't really get any opportunities. So into game 2, we have a nice solid Aquadome game. Again, a couple Season 3 Grand Champs. Don't recognize anybody in this lobby though. And yep, we're just going to see how this goes. Ball rolls up the wall, but I see I'm going to get beat by the guy who's cheating that way, so I go back for my own boost. And I just wait for what the 50-50 is going to be, which it just ends up being a ball on the wall that I can clear. I get dunked, though. It was a good block from him. But right to my teammate, so it was pretty good. Here I can take advantage of this because it's an open ball. I hit it too far. I wanted to hit it up a little bit for a bounce dribble and then a shot. But I put it too far, so I just go for a 50-50, which I also end up losing. Just because I put it in such a bad spot. Here I try to put that probably off the backboard, I think is what I was thinking, but instead I just put a top corner shot. Those usually never go in at this rank, but just a misplay. It still ended up making it kind of tough for the other team and gave us time. Right here, I don't read the ball being that far off the wall, so I just have to turn around the wall. It's fine though. They don't really do anything dangerous. And there, it kind of seemed like he was going to hit it. Kind of threw me off. Oh well, it just kind of trickles into their corner after that anyways, so didn't really hurt that I missed that, especially when I'm the first guy up. There, my teammate does cut me off, so I'm not able to get a challenge there, but it ends up being fine. And yikes, that ball was probably like 80% in at least. And one of the opponents tipped it up over his other teammate, and we're able to get a counterattack off of this and pass it right down to my teammate. He ends up missing it though. I'm not really sure what happened there. I couldn't really tell. I think he just misread the ball though. But we actually almost got a counterattack off that because they messed up, and all 3 of them, I'm pretty sure, were on the goal line after I got that save, and my teammate got a clear out. But we weren't able to take advantage. There, I passed it to my teammate in the corner. He misses though, and that allows me to get a follow-up at least. Not the best follow-up though. I didn't really expect a miss, and I didn't expect me to have a follow-up in that spot. Right there, I guess that guy, I think he was trying to block my clear, and I was trying to block his shot, so it just goes right into our corner. That doesn't really hurt if I missed that because he was the only person that could have done anything, and I had his angle blocked off. Right there, I'd make sure I pass it right to my teammate because it was just like an open ball. Right now, we're just keeping pressure, rotating in. We're doing decently well rotating like the last team. Not as well, but still all right. The other team's also rotating decently well, and no one's made too many big mistakes. And as I say that, I shoot a long shot that I thought was going to be saved, but it just goes right in. So we'll have a better angle from this in this view. I take the shot. I was just trying to beat the guy challenging, and I guess he just wasn't positioned well in that. I'm pretty sure that's what that stemmed from. He just kind of aerialed the wrong way, or was facing the wrong way and went the wrong way. But we take it, so. Sometimes I take those shots more often in solo standard because they usually go in more. And just like that. So right there, I think my teammate just panics and doesn't take his time on the ball, and he just hits it right to the other team, and they're able to get a follow-up. My other teammate, I'm not sure where he was. Oh, he started leaving net. He expected my teammate to hit it to the side, which is what I probably would have thought too, and it would have been a good counter from what they did or from their hit in. But since he messes up, he hits it right to the other team, and they get a goal. Not much I really could have done. I was kind of just at midfield. There, I could have scored that shot. Oh. So I missed the shot, but usually a missed shot can be a good pass when it's close enough. But my teammate just kind of botches the shot. There, I make a last second decision to not go for that, and it ends up being fine. I'm able to take control. You don't want to go for those balls when you're last back and it's a 50-50. Almost never want to take a last back 50-50. So like shadowing it or like making a fake challenge is usually a better option. I see my teammate up here, so I wait to see if he can do anything, but I didn't really expect much there. It's a pretty hard touch to do, and if you do get the touch, it's probably not going to be a good one. Only a few players can actually do stuff like that. Right now, my teammate's not rotating back, so I'm just waiting. He does pass it back to me, though, which I then do something like that. That was kind of weird for me. I think I just misplayed my first hit and tried to improvise, which ends up just being like a triple whiff, so it's all standard things. Right here, I see no one's going for it. I probably could have taken more time on that shot, but what are you going to do? I put it off the backboard. It wasn't like a bad ball for me to hit. Just could have been a shot, but can't score them all. Right there, I just want to knock it down. He's just going to hit it into our corner, but instead, since I knock it down, my teammate's able to get a follow-up, and we end up getting a decent opportunity. Right there, I thought Lemon Chew was actually not inside his goal, and I thought he was going to get a clear to the side, so I had no point in going, but he was actually inside the goal, and he put his nose into the post, so I probably could have scored, but I did not know that was happening. So it's one of those things like, what are you gonna do? If you expect him to miss, which you probably shouldn't expect him to miss, because usually the other team at this level hits the ball most of the time. And if you expect him to miss, he's probably just gonna beat you, and you're gonna look foolish. Right there, I just want to challenge as the front man. I don't want them to get any opportunities, especially 20 seconds left and tied. I want this game to go in our favor, obviously, and there we go. So again, I just get a shot, an open shot, and I take it with no other really options like pass or anything, but it ends up going in. So probably shouldn't have skipped that replay. I don't really know what happened. Maybe the defender was again in a weird spot or had a weird position, and I think that's probably what it was. So I guess when you catch the defender out of position, you can just take those easy shots as long as their play's decent and they have decent speed. Right here, I'm going for a double tap to try to just finish the game. I put it a little high off the crossbar, or above the crossbar, but we're able to drop this here in a second, hopefully. Yeah, my teammate would have had the challenge anyways, but the opponent drops it off his car, and that's GG. So in that game, there are definitely more cutoffs than the other game, and definitely more misplays on the ball. We had an all Diamond 2 lobby, actually, and there we go. We promoted to Champion 2 Division 1, so that's pretty cool. We're getting pretty close to Grand Champion already only in episode 6, so pretty excited about that. Anyways, that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Peace.